Shalom and welcome back to the Light to the Nations channel. Finally, we are in the day 15 of the third Chodesh of the year, meaning that today is the feast of Shabuot. You know, we started our count of 50 days on the 26th of the first Chodesh, on the Reshith Katzir moedim, and we counted the 7 Shabbats, and we finally are in this important moedim. So I wanted to upload this short video in order to share some things with you. It has been an amazing journey, an amazing experience so far to share these studies, all of these studies with you, bringing part of the light that I have received from YaHuWaH. I have been inviting you that we need to share all this information between all of us because we're receiving pieces of the puzzle in order to understand the truth of YaHuWaH, in order to understand the times that we are living on these days. And you know, Shavuot is an important feast because it's the moment, as I was sharing with you in the last study about Reshith Katzir, is the real feast of the first fruits. It's the real feast of the firstborn. And we see this pattern on the first Exodus, how Israel was fulfilling this moedim, how the firstborn of Israel were saved during Pesach, and they started this Exodus to the promised land, to the wilderness first, and then to the promised land, and how they present themselves, the firstborns, the first fruits, and also the entire people of YaHuWaH present themselves in the third month during Shavuot, in Har Sinai, in the Mount Sinai, before YaHuWaH, and they listened to his voice directly when they were sealing the first covenant. So we see this amazing story, this amazing pattern, and we understand also from the scriptures that all of this is written in order for us to understand the end times, in order for us to serve us as an example for us that we're living through Yahushua in YaHuWaH's ways. So you know, I have been hearing all my journey, and actually all my life, that somehow Yahushua fulfilled the spring moedim, and I have been sharing with you that with this renewed understanding of YaHuWaH's moedim, is not Yahushua himself the one fulfilling the moedim. It's us, Israel, the one that are fulfilling and the one that are going to fulfill the moedims, because the moedim are the prophetic calendar that YaHuWaH has created for the bride. So we have been checking this on the studies of the death, burial, and resurrection of Yahushua. I know I have not forgotten that I have the two last part pending. I'm working on the material, so I hope to upload at least the next part very soon. But I was sharing with you that Yahushua was dying on the day 15, and this is the mystery of the day 15, and I will share with you. So he didn't fulfill the Pesach. It's gonna be us that are gonna be fulfilling the Pesach in the end times very soon, I feel. And I will share with you this with you on the last day's studies, how we are gonna fulfill this moedim. It is written directly in the Devar of YaHuWaH, in 2 places, and actually we have the 2 witnesses that we need. Also in the Reshith Katzir study, I was telling you and sharing with you directly from the Devar of YaHuWaH that Reshith Katzir is on the 26th. So Yahushua didn't rise from the dead on the first fruits, because it's us, the bride, Israel, the one that are going to fulfill this moedim as part of the end times. And something very important and is related to Shavuot, that Reshith Katzir and Shavuot are so connected, the 2 moedims, because are totally related to the harvest season. And I was sharing with you in one of the videos when I was talking about Reshith Katzir, a word of Reshith Katzir on the 26th of the first Chodesh, how all these 2 moedims are connected to the end times and the harvest of the earth, when we need to put the sickle, and when in the moment we put the sickle in order to collect the grain, when we are starting the harvest, We need to count the 7 weeks in order to get to Shavuot. So all this period of time is the harvest season for the barley and the wheat. And we see in Revelation, in the Sefer Hason, the book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 14 to 16, how YaHuWaH, the Ben Adam, is commanded by the messenger of YaHuWaH in the Shamayim to put the sickle and ripe the earth, because the harvest is ready. And also we see how YaHuWaH himself, in the prophecy, in the amazing prophecy on the Mount of Olives, he's telling us that he's gonna send the messengers in order to gather his people from the 4 corners of the earth. And actually there is an amazing parable in YaHuWaH, the book of Matthew, chapter 13, from verse 36 to 39, that YaHuWaH is explaining to the Talmidim the meaning of the parable of the darnel, the wheat. And he's saying that the harvest is the end of the age, and the reapers are the messengers, the Malachim. So we see how YaHuWaH is telling us that the harvest of the earth, the moment that he's gonna gather his people, is gonna be during this period of time, between the harvest season, between Reshith Katzir and Shavuot. I was sharing with you on the study of Reshith Katzir a few days ago, how the pattern of the first Exodus somehow is directly connected. When the Israel was crossing the Red Sea, is connected to Reshith Katzir, and we know that Israel presented themselves to YaHuWaH in the Mount Sinai on Shavuot in order to seal the covenant. And in the book of Kohelet, Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 19, verse 9 to 10, it says that everything that happened in the past is gonna happen again. So read that verse, and actually let me read it for you, because this is quite amazing. We need to find everything here. So it's in the book of Ecclesiastes, Kohelet, chapter 1, verse 9 to 10. It says the following: what has been is what shall be. What has been done is what shall be done. And there is no new matter under the sun. Is there a matter of which it is said, see, this is new? It was here already long ago. YaHuWaH declares the end from the beginning, is written in the book of Yeshayahu, Isaiah. So we see what has been done, it will happen again. And what I'm telling with you, checking and connecting all these dots, all these keys that we have been seeing on the Devar of YaHuWaH, that we see clearly that we, Israel, his people, are going to repeat this story. Everything that happened on the first Exodus, Israel coming out of Mizraim, going to the wilderness, and then going to the promised land by the hand of a man called Yahushua ben Nun, is going to happen to us again. He's going to gather us from the 4 corners of the earth. We are going to participate in this greater Exodus that is written in the book of Yirmiyahu and in many other places on the Devar of YaHuWaH. And he's going to collect us and gather us in the wilderness. And he's going to seal the covenant with us again. And we will go to the promised land by the hand of Yahushua, not Yahushua ben Nun, Yahushua HaMashiach ben Elohim. So it's so amazing. And actually, how to confirm this, and let me read it for you. This is in the book of Yehezkel, Yehezkel chapter 20. Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 34 to 37. Chapter 20, verse 34 to 37. It says the following: and I shall bring you out from the peoples, and gather you out of the lands where you are scattered, with a mighty hand, and with an outstretched arm, and with wrath poured out. And I shall bring you into the wilderness of the peoples, and shall enter into judgment with you face to face there, as I enter into judgment with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Mizraim. So I shall enter into judgment with you, declares the Master YaHuWaH. And I shall make you pass under the rod, and shall bring you into the bond of the covenant. So we see how YaHuWaH promised us that He's gonna gather us from the people, and He's gonna bring us to the wilderness, and He's gonna seal the covenant again with us, and He's gonna enter in judgment with us face to face in the same way that He did it with our forefathers. This is the real meaning of this period of time. We are gonna present ourselves again as the first fruits. And it's written in the book of Revelation. The 144,000 are the first fruits of YaHuWaH. And in the same way that the firstborn of Israel that were saved during Pesach presented themselves together with the entire people of YaHuWaH in the Har Sinai, we are going to present ourselves again before YaHuWaH in order to seal the covenant, the renewed covenant, with the Ruach HaKodesh in our heart, with the 144,000 and the entire people of YaHuWaH that are going to participate in the second Exodus. We are going to participate and present ourselves in Shabuot before YaHuWaH. So we see second Exodus is going to happen during this period of time. This is so amazing, because we see the harmony in the entire scriptures. I was sharing with you in the Reshith Katzir study that there are 3 feasts. Between the 7 moedim of YaHuWaH, there are only 3 moedims that are called Hagim, feast or festivals. It's the festival of Matzot, unleavened bread, Chag Shabuot. It's the festival of the harvest of Chag Shabuot, the festival of the weeks, and the festival of the ingathering, as is written in Shemot, is the Chag Sukkot or tabernacles. And something that amazing that I found by studying the Devar of YaHuWaH is the harmony between the 3 feasts, because Chag HaMatzot is happening on the 15th day of the first Chodesh. Chag Shabuot is happening on the 15th as well of the third Chodesh, and Chag Sukkot is happening also in the 15th day of the 7th Chodesh. So we see as well, even in the pattern when the 3 feasts are celebrated, the harmony and the Devar of YaHuWaH. So, so many things that are happening, so many light that YaHuWaH is bringing to us, and this is in preparation for what's coming to the world. I feel strongly on my heart that we are so close to the fulfillment of all these prophecies. So we need to prepare ourselves. We need to prepare in our heart, in our mind, in our body, but especially we need to prepare ourselves spiritually in our relationship with YaHuWaH, receiving all these lights, sharing with others all these lights, reading the Devar of YaHuWaH in order to be prepared for what is coming, in order to prepare ourselves to participate during this greater Exodus and present ourselves to Yahushua and to YaHuWaH. I will be sharing with you more details of the information that I'm telling you now on the studies of the last days. We are creating this timeline. I have been finding so important information regarding the calendar of YaHuWaH and the harvest season and the prophecies that I'm including this on the study, and I will be sharing with you. So remember, this is the second festival of the year. So we need to rejoice in YaHuWaH. We need to understand what's the meaning of this and celebrate to YaHuWaH because He's good with us, because of His love and His commitment with us. So I hope you are going to enjoy this festival. I hope you are going to enjoy this day. I pray to YaHuWaH that's going to be with you with the Ruach HaKodesh, and I hope that you are going to enjoy this Shavuot and what is coming, and what we are going to fulfill by the hand of Yahushua HaMashiach. So Shalom to all of you. Chag Sameach, Chag Shabuot Sameach, and YaHuWaH be with you all. See you in the next video. Bye.